pupils, this is your sage. Today I've been meditating on the idea that the more you look at something, the more you'll see. Like, the longer you stare at the clouds, the more patterns take shape. Same with the stars. You can connect the dots, something profound appears. You can find hidden messages in many things. All you have to do is open your mind. Come with me on a journey to a higher plane of existence, and we'll discover a pattern I found on my fretboard that will change everything. Whoa, did you transcend with me? Beautiful. Now let me introduce you to a pattern that occurred to me after playing the guitar and looking at the fretboard for over 30 years. It's a pattern that I call the 3 blues triangles. And once I show this to you, you'll never be able to unsee them. Now, knowing this pattern will empower your blues playing immediately. And before you stress, I have a PDF for you for extra support. You can find that link below to get that PDF. Now, let's get into it. All right, so this is going to be so much easier by looking at the PDF. I'm going to show you here what it is that I'm going to do and where these 3 triangles appear on the fretboard. But looking at that PDF is going to help exponentially more, okay? Now, this doesn't have to be just for blues. I call it the 3 blues triangles because when I solo, I find myself going to these 3 triangles and having all the licks that I need. If you're used to this, what some people call form 1, some people call it form 5, but it's the very first pentatonic scale that you learn, and it goes like this. If you're used to that one, and then if you're used to extending that, there's this little triangle that appears right here. Now, look at the PDF for this, because it's going to take too long to show you the frets and talk to you about that when I could be actually showing you how to use this, okay? So here's triangle 1. And I'm in the 8th position. Now we can easily just take that, and this is on strings 2 and 3. And we can easily take that triangle, bump it up a whole step, and now we're into BB box land. BB King, right? Play all that major blues stuff. And then if we take that and now we go up 3 frets, now we're playing yet another form of the blues. And this one little triangle here goes to 3 different places. Now, you might say to yourself, yeah, but how am I going to solo with that? How is that going to absolutely revolutionize the way that I play? Watch this. I'll play this little A blues track here, and I'm going to noodle in these 3 different triangles, and that's all I'm going to use. I'm going to use 3 notes. Or, and I can bend in those too, okay? That's totally permissible for you as well. So check this out. Here's the 1 form. Here's our BB box. And here we are at the top. Now, here's the deal. One thing that you need to be very aware of is that this is the 1. This is your tonic. We're going to be coming back to that a lot. So you can't play the exact same licks that you would here as here or here. You have to think about it a little bit differently. Here's your tonic, your 1. So we're going to resolve a lot of our licks like this. And for this BB box here, we might go. We're going to treat it a little bit differently. And then up here, Now your second finger is going to be the A. And this is the 14th fret of the 3rd string. So what you want to do is take the track, take any blues track, and noodle over the top with this one little triangle, then bump it up a whole step, noodle with that, bump it up 3 half steps, and noodle with that. And you're going to find so much great stuff just within that. All the blues notes, major, minor blues, the flat 5, it's all in there. Now, here's a bonus. Because this is so easy, and if you follow the techniques that I talk about, say like in the adjacent string trick video, which you can find here on YouTube, search YourGuitarSage adjacent string trick. Since we're doing these all on strings 2 and 3, then we can also do the same exact licks on strings 4 and 5. So if I play something like this, then I can take that easily and bump it down to strings 5 and 4 and play the same licks. In the same way that this moves up 2 frets and then it moves up 3 frets, we could do the same exact thing again down here. So if this in a lower octave turns into this, then the rule is the same. We can go up 2, and then I could go up 3, and it is the same exact licks that we were doing before, the same exact notes, so we can extrapolate a bunch of stuff out of there. Now, here's the homework. This is what I want you to do. I want you to take some jam tracks. You'll find some links below to some jam tracks that I have for you here, okay? And I want you to use this triangle, and I want you to get acquainted with that one triangle on a jam track. Then once that feels comfortable, move to the second triangle, but not before really getting the feeling of this first triangle down, okay? Because what a lot of people do is they overcomplicate things and they think that more notes is better. It's not. It's not true. B.B. King had a whole career on being very, very simple with his playing, but very eloquent and very beautiful, the things that he said on the instrument. You need to think the same way. Be thinking like B.B. and just play, get used to that one little triangle. When that's down, move to the second triangle. When you have that second triangle down, then move to the third triangle. Then you can start mixing them, but not before getting each one of those down and knowing where that tonic is at. After you get done with that, you can drop it down the octave via the adjacent string trick like I give you, and you've got a whole nother set of riffs and areas of the neck to play off of. How's that sound? That's it, my enlightened students of guitar. You have seen the elusive blue triangles. Now be sure to download that PDF that you're going to find below and let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a part 2 to allow you to practice this concept that includes a call and response jam section. Comment the word jam, J-A-M, below for that part 2. Now, friends, you've got to go and let me practice, because conceptualizing this is only the first step, but practicing is where the real magic happens. Now, until next time, friends, be kind to all beings, do the right thing always, practice your guitar.
You can say anything.
He's doing well so far. He's like a rock.
This is truly impressive. All right, you got 10 seconds.
Don't tell him.
We'll let you go all day. You're at 2 minutes.
You did snap.
That was
Go
cruel.
ahead. Go ahead and.
You guys are cruel.
You look younger.
You must leave and go practice, because conceptualization of this particular thing